Hello everyone, my name is Fireheart and today we are going to talk about Nilou and everything you need to know about her. In a previous video I talked about all the characters of the 3.1 update, but I feel like Nilou needs an extra video to herself because her gameplay is quite intricate, and besides, now we have more information about her. To start off, let's talk about what you need to level her up. For her character ascension materials, you will need the lazurite gems, which are the blue ones, the perpetual caliber, which is the boss drop from the Aeon Blight Drake, and the Padisara flower and luminescent pollen. For her skill ascension materials, you need the Praxis talent book, or luminescent pollen, and the weekly boss for ascension beyond level 6 is the Tear of the Calamitous God from Raiden Shogun. Now for her gameplay. When Nilou uses her elemental skill, she enters the pirouette state. While in this state, her normal attack stance will change to the sword dance, and the skill will enter the state of whirling steps. The damage will be considered elemental skill damage and will be converted to hydro damage. This is similar to Tartaglia, which we prioritize leveling his skill and not his normal attack. Performing the third dance step will end the pirouette and trigger an effect based on which stance the pirouette ended on. If it ended on the sword dance, which is the normal attack one, it releases a luminous illusion, which triggers the lunar prayer effect, causing her to convert her normal attacks into the sword dance, and her final hit will unleash a luminous illusion again. If you use the whirling steps instead, which is the elemental skill for the third attack, a water wheel will be unleashed, dealing AoE hydro damage, creating an aura that follows the active character and applies wet to nearby enemies. So to simplify her elemental skill, you activate it first. If you normal attack, you will cause a cyclical chain of attacks dealing hydro damage, and if you use the skill again, you will unleash the water wheel, creating an area that applies wet to enemies around the active character. As for her elemental burst, Nilou unleashes a wave of AoE hydro damage that scales off her max HP and will apply the lingering Aeon effect, which will cause the opponent's hit by it to take damage again after an interval. When all party members are Dendro and Hydro, having at least one character of each of the two will cause Nilou's third step dance to grant the party the Golden Chalice's bounty. This effect increases elemental mastery by 100 for the party, and every boom will now be converted to Bountiful Cores. These Bountiful Cores explode quickly, have larger AoE, and they cannot trigger Hyper Bloom or Burgeon. And since they are still considered bloom damage, these Bountiful Cores cannot crit and scale only off the character's damage and elemental mastery. For the stats, Nilou prefers HP and Elemental Mastery, crit being used only for her personal damage and other reactions other than Bloom. And if you want to use her more off-field, you should get some energy recharge, about 180% or so to get her burst uptime better. As for her weapon choices, of course her signature sword, the Key of Kaj Nisut, is the best in slot. For some 4-star options, you can get the new sword on the weapon banner, the Siphos Moonlight, or the craftable Iron Sting. Also, other crit-based swords will do better for her non-bloom damage. My recommended artifact set is a combination of a 2-piece Heart of Depth and 2-piece Tenacity of the Millelith. You could also get a 2-piece Wanderer or Gilded in there, or go with a full 4-piece Gilded Dreams. For team members, you of course will need a Dendro character for her Bountiful Cores. Our options for now are the Dendro Traveler, Collei, and Tanari if you want to switch between Nilou and Tanari on the field. Of course, in 3.2 we will also get Nahida, so keep an eye out for her. For other Hydro options, we have quite a lot of them: Yelan, Xingqiu, Kokomi, Ayato, and even Barbara if you're lacking on the other characters. That is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Like the video if you did so. Comment down below what you thought about it. And I will see you in the next video.